Happy to be here with you today. I would like to first and foremost thank our Heavenly Parents, Mother, Father, Source of Creation, for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today. I would like to do a quick angel guide oracle reading for the Taurus. This would be an angel guide oracle reading that helps to focus on your strength, heart, and guidance at this time. I would like to call on the Holy Spirit and my spirit team to please come to my side to help me deliver divine messages that is of the highest white light. Remember, these messages are general, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right. So, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Team. These are for Taurus. These messages is for Taurus. Let's see what Taurus strength is at this time. Taurus strength at this time. I feel like just continue to be grateful, Taurus, for the life you have truly lived, right? I feel like it's all about those farewell moments and, truly being content with saying goodbye to certain things and certain ways of seeing things and even certain people, okay? So I feel like saying this energy of just understanding that, gratitude gets you really far, and it doesn't really matter about what isn't or what is, but it does matter that you are accepting what is and what isn't. Just are you accepting it? So thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Team. So Taurus strength at this time. We have Halls of Amenti initiation, okay? Yeah, I feel like you have to forgive yourself and forgive others, okay? I feel like you have to trust your instincts and trust your talents and changing times, okay? Because I feel like you are very aware of what you are fighting up against and what you are trying to keep, basically, because it's like rightfully yours. Like, you were created with it, you were born with it. So it's like, it's just these gifts and talents, that's basically what it is. It's like, because just because you can learn, no, just because you can learn a skill, and I'm not saying the skill isn't something that could be made into being like your true purpose, right? You connect to your purpose through the speaking orientation and the way about like really being in the world. But when it comes to being able to deliver a certain frequency with your occupation, it's really important for you to see what it is when it comes to why you're so keyed on being looked at, and why it's like you are very aware of what is going on and how it's going on and why it's going on too. So I feel like, see the treasures uncovered and really make sure you are understanding the secrets that has been revealed about the devotion and the commitment of who we are and of certain situations. I feel like it's the visions, right? It's the worldwide knowing the real you. And I feel like it brings intimidation when, you know, it doesn't matter to what it's like, things are real and things are going to continue to be real for what it needs to be real for. So like knowing anything about the beginning and the end only helps to create something, for the mindset and the frequency of knowing the beginning and the end of anything. So anyways, with this the blessings that Taurus carry in their heart. Okay. Higher heart activation, okay, and order of Melchizedek, okay, and it is like really just, you know, yeah. Anyways, you know, I feel like you just have to understand what your mission is, right? And understanding that, yeah, don't be so keyed on something coming from a situation you are partaking in, or a certain, even a certain frequency. That's why it's like saying farewell to past ways of being, seen, and doing things, looking at things and what was, for just the gratefulness of growing out of it, of understanding that it's not even nothing wrong with this, or nothing can be from this, but it's just not really what I want. And it's not really what I want based off of who I have healed into being, like we're healing to be more than, not having good faith and not trusting in the unknown, and, not holding on to the vision of other people that experience life and how they maneuver things, but figuring out where is the frequency level that helps everyone be in tune with what is and what isn't, so that everyone is able to benefit at the same time, not just these people or those people, or just whatever. So I feel like continue to see the divine love for what it is, okay? Make sure you understand what it means to have a healed heart, right? Because that in itself is deeper than just, I've gotten over this relationship, or I gotten through this situation. Because those pressure points, there's pressure points that really, tugs at the heart, and you have to make sure that you are on the path of forgiving yourself and giving yourself permission to make mistakes, and knowing that the freedom comes from, making sure that, you know, because I'm in this situation, I don't necessarily have to look at this situation in a bad way. Like, it is what it is, but let's see how I can benefit. And if I know I have something beyond what it is made to be like in this man world that we all live in, then why not really focus on the education? Because even if it's not something that, oh yeah, there's levels, oh, even if it's not something that is, really the highest vibration, it's something that you can really benefit from when you are focused on the things that truly matters, like peace and contentment with yourself. So I feel like make sure you are understanding that healed heart and what that is and what that truly brings for yourself and your situation, and staying true to yourself. I feel like your hard work is paying off though, Taurus, okay? I feel like you shouldn't give up, and I feel like you know that, and it might be challenging. It might be hard sometimes, but like it's like you don't need to, you know, contain the treasure and then just like do whatever with it and not really be focused. I feel like there's been a lot of brokenness though, right? I mean, that's fair, and things come out in certain forms, but I feel like you just have to accept that, see the secrets for what they are, right? I guess that's a big one too, like the secrets, the secrets, the secrets. And it's like, well, yeah, I know, because like no secrets. It's just, but exactly, when you're under a microscope 24/7, right? You got to be very careful with how you are phrasing things and how you are doing things. So the secrets is you live in a secret. No, I'm just kidding. No, sacred inner space, and Shambhala initiation for the guidance for Taurus. You know, and yeah, that's why it's like just trust the process, okay? Make sure you are really flowing with life, okay? Really answering the call and knowing that the answers you are seeking are coming. You don't have to feel like, you don't have the freedom to do things that you truly do. And even if you don't, you have to figure out a way to allow for the hope and the faith and the light to shine through whatever the situation is. I feel like there may have been a lot of initiations, but I would say the activations has been more beneficial than the initiations, right? Because we can just initiate things and things to be orchestrated, but when we activate, you're activating things to become something, to really start things in a different form, right? It makes sense. Just it's a difference between activation. So what's the cause of a mentee initiation? We have to know the devotion and the commitment to who you are as an individual. That's just really what that boils down to be. But what's the cause of a mentee initiation? We have the Four of Cups, okay? And I feel like, it's about really taking account for a way a situation could have played out, right? If you had did something a little different, or if you had discussed something before moving on something. I feel like you don't ever know what the gift is, right? Until you, or what is a gift out of a certain situation, until you are able to see it from a higher perspective, the situation in itself. I feel like once you really get out of some type of stagnant energy within just feeling like you can't do more, you can't have more, you can't see more within your environment, you'll be able to see what it is to really be the twin of yourself, what it really means to be in this energy of happiness and success for yourself, through the limitations or the situations for what they are. I feel like, yeah, I feel like something is revealed too, that somebody never received anything, right? It's like that secret's revealed, that there's no offer, or there was nothing like given to someone secretly. Like everything is the trusting of instincts and talents. It's like, if it's move left, move left, move right, move right. Not like, should I move left? Should I move right? What am I doing? No, it's so I'm gonna just do how I'm gonna do. And that probably is like, really why people get into prison and, get feeling like they're imprisonment and stuff like that, because it's like, I want to do things the way I want to do them. I don't really, I mean, I can get the help and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, this is who I am. So, and that's who we are, and that's who we should be. But we need that guidance. We need that structure, the tree. We can't just be a leaf and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, and then just. Where's the Four of Cups? See, no, because that's not even funny. With the Three of Wands and the Four of Pentacles and Judgment, with the Seven of Cups and the King of Cups. And it's really just about understanding that is beyond what we have been thinking it is, you know? And it's not even like that like that, but it is like that because it's like, I mean, we can orchestrate and, you know, initiate a lot of things to be something that isn't even beneficial for the whole, you know, it isn't even beneficial for you as being the individual. So, you know, just understanding how to hold back and when to hold back, and, you know, seeing the treasures and the gift through moving on, through accepting things, through letting things go, letting situations go, and really, you know, understanding the gratitude that comes out of that on both ends of the situation, even if the situation is like one-sided and it's not anyone else, but the energy of that is left behind with the understanding that things will get better and things can get better. So regardless of, regardless of the place and time of which the energy is united with the space that is presented amongst us. I'm so sorry. Well, wow, you know, yeah, that's deep. Mm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. And but I feel like, okay, and when it comes to the dark spots on on people's souls, and, you know, and things like that, and their hearts, I really feel like it's all about like understanding that it's like that throughout space and time. It's like that throughout different generations. It's like that throughout a lot of things, even presently, that isn't about the human makeup. There's things that isn't necessarily true, and, you know, there's things that needs to be worked on in certain manners for it to all actually be the successful mission that has been, you know, tailored to the creation of someone or something. Okay. I feel like you have to continue to trust the unknown, though. And it's like the past wounds, though, isn't, I don't feel like, but I feel like you have to let go of the past wounds and just allow for your true divinity to shine. Allow for you to drop the shields and see the self-love that it takes to, within, like, even within, like, the whole, the self-love that it's going to take, that we get it to lift off of the ground, because it's like that's what keeps us as bound, that's what keeps us whole, is the self-love. So no matter how we are traveling, we are still whole by us being who we are and having the heart to see beyond, and the merciful energy, ooh, that really uplifts everything. Yeah, it's like you wasn't called here to, you know, yeah, you should see that. Oh my goodness, you should see that about why you are in certain places at certain times, and see that it's not you being called somewhere to then be like locked away or something, but you are called places to be free, or to be a symbol of freedom, so that when you depart from it, and when energies do come, it's like a breath of fresh air, or hope for whatever the situation is, after you have to move on or let something go. You being who you are is the gift to whatever situation you truly have found yourself in. And I feel like continue to see the higher purpose, and just being a soul and spirit, to, and a human being, to not give up, and to have something outside of themselves to truly trust in, and truly know that it is the way, the truth, and the light that has always been the truth of everything. So, because the darkness, the darkness has always been a problem. The darkness. So, well, you know, so it's the darkness. I'm telling you, no. But then it's like, oh, but the darkness, they don't. It's like, So then it's like, ooh, ooh. Well, what's this higher heart activation? We'll order a Melchizedek. With the Ten of Cups, it's a lot that flipped over. The Ten of Cups, the Knight of Wands, Moon, Four of Wands, and Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and I feel like that's just what it is. So I feel like continue to stay focused on the things that truly brings you happiness, and make sure that you are seeing the things that has been corrupt and made out of this energy of deception and error to truly not affect your groundedness and your stability at all. I feel like make sure you are understanding how to move forward now passionately, and what to give and what to hold back. Make sure that you are truly staying grounded in this divine love and light energy, regardless of what may be hidden or you not knowing something. Don't rush ahead to do anything, honestly. Just don't. And understand that we have family and we have friends, and they are supposed to be a part of our lives, and sometimes they're not as present as you would hope them to be, but they are present in different forms and different fashions. So just make sure you are taking account of your heart and the things that you have truly healed from beautifully, and allow for your mission to continue to push you to not give up, even though you haven't. And you know it's okay to end out certain situations and certain things so that you can see where you are needed next and why you are needed. So let's see what this what's this Ten of Cups with the Knight of Wands and Moon, Four of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. I just be wanting to see. No, let me see. Oh, well, see, that's what I'm saying. We have the Three of Swords, and it flew all the way across the room, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, see, the heartbreak is truly, or the delays, or whatever, is truly finally fizzling out of a certain situation or your life in as a whole. I feel like you have to see the groundedness for what it is. You have to see that we allow for ourselves to be stressed out, and we put ourselves through certain things so that we can be relatable, as being someone that already understands the seeds that has been planted and why they have been planted. So you have to just take account for the meanings that you attach to things in life and how to operate out of that type of mindset, okay? I feel like see the business ordeals or the business opportunities for what they are, and the ones that is not what you want them to be or need them to be. It's okay to let that go. I feel like there's a lot of disorder and confusion that someone just has to continue to work out the kinks of, right? I feel like you're very fruitful, Taurus. You really are. What's this sacred inner space with Shambhala initiation? Yeah, with the sun, the Ten of Wands, and the Eight of Swords, okay? I feel like, well, yeah, it's like, I'm not trying to make it seem like, you know, things are just going to be glamorous or glorious after such a power struggle of how we've gotten to things. That's why I'd be like, calm down. Even talking to myself, calm down. You have to just see that it's going to be challenging. It's going to be overwhelming, but the more you accept what is, the more you are able to see that you're not blinded or stuck in anything, you know. And even if you are, it's about your mindset and how you can be more of service. So having faith in the way that when you are truly needed and you have been faith-based living, breathing, and being, you will be really in charge of how to retreat to recharge process is developed. And I feel like that's the sacral chakra that, you know, we tend to constantly pick at and try to disturb the peace within that, because it brings more happiness just knowing that our minds and our intelligence is way beyond even approaching it by speaking this way to, you know, you all in this form. It's really beautiful, but it's yeah. I feel like, but see your learning experience is for what they are, you know, because I feel like we all get into this energy of not seeing the alchemy of how things work and why things are working in that manner. And once you understand the alchemy, you are understanding the next phase of deliverance, right? With the Sun and the Ten of Wands and Eight of Swords. And with the Five of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Hangman, okay? Yeah, Taurus, I don't even know, like, it's just like the guidance is to make the best decisions, you know, for yourself. I feel like I am talking to someone that's so headstrong, and it's like, well, you know, but I feel like they feel like they've been sad enough, right? And it's like finally time to move on. And I feel like that's kind of saying that farewell energy. It's just time to move on. Don't let anything or your past hold you back at all. I feel like there's no reason to be demanding with the healing process, you know. There's no reason to try to not see that your heart longs for something more than the current situation or the current state of being. If it's heartbreak, if it's sadness, if it's not truly feeling like you have control and freedom to do things and say things and how to behave. So it's a very challenging, you know, development when it comes to, you know, being more considerate of what's secrets and what's not necessarily, because, you know, we all interpret things differently, and, you know, some things aren't even, you know, true, and some things are. And we as being individuals and humans and whatever else really do initiate these things, but it when we want to really see it from a higher perspective, it's the activation of things that truly gets things flowing, because it's like the initiation just like puts the thought into, you know, the atmosphere of what needs to be activated, basically. So, okay, Taurus, I do hope something resonated with you, okay? I feel like continue to work at it, continue to grow through your situations, okay? And yeah, don't be in this energy of feeling like you need to give up on your heart's desire or why you are doing what you're doing and why things have been the way that they are. You have to see the truth so you can make the best decision for yourself. But other than that, it's like, it's not called to give up, because it's like the knowing who you are dealing with and why you are dealing with them and things like that is something that is actually known. So when you know that, and it's like, well, okay, well, but you don't want to be, it's just like what's best for you. That's it. Okay. I hope something resonated with you. I'm sending you peace, love, and light, and until next time.